So here we go. Today is a review of everything we have been learning. So when we go to our classwork remote learners under math, you can see this. You don't really need to go to it because I have it here for you, but let's see. Let's go ahead and show you anyways. So we'll do a review. You guys will be taking the quiz today on Think Central. I want to make sure you don't forget that. That is your assignment, not just to participate in the review, but we're going to take that quiz because some of us forget to do that sometimes. All right, so our learning target is to participate in the review and take quiz 1.3 on Think Central. This is our third quiz and you guys are rocking them. I'm so impressed. The reason we take quizzes is because we need to know what we still need to work on. I will reassign a quiz to you if you did not quite get it the first time, and hopefully after more practice, you will have it. What you need, honey?
You take quizzes because quizzes are awesome.
Oh, Evie wants everyone to know quizzes are awesome, in her opinion. Success criteria. We are going to be doing some problem solving today. So the last two quizzes we've had were a lot of computation, which is just solving multiplication equations and division equations. But Charlie Carr, today, we're actually going to be doing some of the reading of the word problems and then figuring out whether to multiply, divide, and so forth. Everything we talked about yesterday and what you did on your exit ticket, all those strategies, is what we're going to be looking at. So read carefully, visualize, make a model, draw a picture, write an equation, solve it, and reflect. So we definitely are going to be doing a lot of that today. Do you think you're going to need your math spiral while taking this quiz? Yes, if you are getting on Think Central and you do not have paper and pencil, you are not going to do as well, right? You got to be using those strategies. So here they are again. We have these posted for you to refer to. This is what we're doing. So Mrs. Harrison was cooking soup. Yes, she was. She used 3 cups of broth, which is that liquidy stuff, right? That had 8 ounces in each. How many ounces of soup did she use? Draw a picture, start figuring it out. You are reading carefully, you are visualizing. You are trying to decide, am I going to multiply or am I going to divide? The nice thing is, you only have 2 operations to choose from. Do I know the total? If I know the total and I'm breaking it into equal groups, I'm dividing. If I don't know the total and I want to know how many of something all together, then I need to multiply. Make sure you label your unit. Label your unit and reflect. When you have the answer, hold it up with your math spiral. I see some pictures. I see equations. Can I see labels? Can I see an equation? Turn your video around. Both of them. Nice. So guys, think about the unit. Are we talking about, I see some people are saying broth, but really the word that comes after how many is Ounces. So make sure you don't write broth as your unit. Instead, make it, make it ounces. All right, I am going to pull out of my handy dandy can and see if Josh Carter can help me figure this problem out. Josh, can you walk me through it? Okay, before you do that, do you know what you're trying to figure out? Is it a multiplication or division problem? Okay, so Josh is saying it's multiplication, 3 times 8. Why do you think that?
Because she doesn't know the answer.
Right, I want to know how many ounces all together in one group, right? The total. And then how did you figure it out, Josh?
I looked at them in the multiplication table.
And what'd you get?
24.
24. 24
Ounces.
ounces. Okay. I saw things like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I also saw 8 plus 8 plus 8. I didn't see this, but I could have. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you do any of those? Maybe a quick array? Maybe you only did 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 by 8 equals what? Maybe you did the quick array. Did anyone do something different? Good job, Josh. What'd you do, Maddie? You did this one? The threes. Oh, Maddie did the threes. I didn't even know. Anyone do something else, Erne? What did you do? Oh, so you did the 3 cups. This is what Erne did, something similar. She made 3 cups and did 8 dots in each. That's like circles and dots, right?
That's what I did.
Nice. Cooper, what did you do?
So I did 2 equations and then added the total.
Oh, what were your equations?
So I did
2 times 8 and 1 times 8, maybe? Or did you break up the 8 to multiply it by 3? So if you wanted to do 5 times 3 and know that's 15, could you have done that? Could you have said, well, I could do, if I want to know what 8 threes are, I could say I already know what 5 threes are, is 15 plus, let's see, 3 more threes, right? Plus 3 plus 3, and you would have gotten 24. You could have done that, and that would work. All right, let's try another one. Good job using your problem-solving skills.
How many questions are there?
You know what? I'm going to just ask you to participate in the review politely, okay? That would be really nice. Okay, moving on. There were 28, and I'm going to try to move this for you guys, 28 players on the soccer team. The coach put them in 4 equal rows for a team picture. How many players were in each row? Go for it. Draw a picture. Finn, draw a picture. Write an equation. Solve it. Label your units. Reflect. Does it make sense? Go for it. There were 28 players on the soccer team. The coach put them in 4 equal rows for a team picture. How many players were in each row? Use your clues. I see a lot of people have the right equation and the right answer. Nice. Can you label your answer? One way to check your work is if you can use that inverse operation and see if you got it right. Some of you know what to do, but you're not solving it. Use those fingers. Draw a picture, but don't just sit there. It's not going to just pop in your brain, right? You got to do some work. You got to use those strategies. Nice. All right, would you like to share? All right, Evie's going to share real quick.
So what I did is I drew my equation. I figured out the answer after.
And what did you think the equation was and why?
The equation was division 23 divided by 4
28.
equals length.
How many of you agree that it was division? Evie, how did you know it was division?
Because you only need one big number and one little number, and you always put the dividend before the dividend.
I love your vocabulary. I will say though, sometimes you will have big numbers and you'll be multiplying as we get going this year. So here's another clue. It doesn't say how many players there are, right? It says how many players were in each row. We already know how many players. How many?
28.
So we know the total. We're dividing them up into rows, right? Nice. Okay. How did you get the answer?
I drew 4 rows and then I divided them up, and I got 7, and then just for the fun of it, I drew a little camera.
So she's got 4 rows, and she just went like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. She literally divided them up, right? Is that a good strategy? Very smart. She's visualizing it and she's showing 4 equal rows. I love it. You should have gotten 7. And what are we talking about? Remember, the unit comes right after the words how many? Players. Did anyone do a different strategy at home that could unmute and share with us? If you did something different than Miss Evie. Where's my Zoom? For some reason, I'm not able to see my Zoom friends. How about Jensen? Can you share what you did?
So I did it a harder way. So I did the quick array. So
Oh,
I
nice.
counted by 4s. So I did 4, and then I counted by 4s all the way up to 28, and then I counted how many dots there were,
7, right?
like on the top. So I
So
did
you-
4 times equals 28.
So let's try counting by 4s, like Jensen said. Ready? 4, 8, say it with me, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. How many did we get? You guys can count by 4s. You might have to say 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's okay. And just eventually you won't need to do that anymore. All right, let's try another one. You know what I'm impressed with is how you guys are now finally getting to know when you multiply and when you divide. So great job. All right, there were 7 horses at the farm. You ready, Evie? Oh, that almost rhymed. Not quite. If I say Ravi, it'll work. There were 7 horses at the farm. How many horseshoes were there? So there's some hidden information. What do you have to know? Abby, what do you have to know about horses?
How many legs they have?
Yeah, how many do they have?
4.
So she said how many legs they have or feet for their shoes, right? How many horseshoes does each horse have? She says,
4. I should know that because I've
Oh.
done one before.
and she knows that because she's ridden one, and I'm sure you all know that because you've either seen a horse or ridden one. So go for it. Solve the problem. There were 7 horses at the farm. How many horseshoes were there? You know they each have 4, so go for it. Write your equation. Draw a picture if you need to solve it, and label your unit. Don't forget the label. Good job. I see some people using the inverse operation. Looking good, Miss Sunny. I see all kinds of things happening here. I see a raise, I see inverse operation, I see equal share drawings. Interesting. All kinds of cool stuff. All right, I'm gonna pull out of my handy dandy can. Finn, what did you think?
So what I did was I drew a picture of 4 horses and then I counted their
But there's not 4 horses. How many are there?
I made a picture of 7 horses and then I counted all of their feet.
Okay, so he drew his 7 horses and he knows they have 4 feet or 4 legs. This is one strategy. Not everybody did this. And then you just counted them. But how did you know what equation to write?
Because if they have 4 feet and there's 7 horses, then
What is it? What?
7 times 4 equals 28.
28, and we're talking about horseshoes. Okay, he literally did repeated addition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That is what I'm talking about. If you don't know, don't sit there. Look at how smart that was of Finn. He doesn't have it memorized yet. He will. But until he can, why get it wrong? Why guess? Well, maybe it's 24. Maybe it's 33. I don't know. He drew a picture. He used his strategies, counted and figured it out. All of you can do that. Yes, Maren. So I saw more than one person do that. I think it was Henrik and Paxton and Marin all figured out that we did 28 divided by, what did we do? 4 equals 7. So then when she knew she had to do 7 times 4, she knew it had to be 28 because it's, oh my gosh, you're making your teacher so happy right now. I have goosebumps that you're learning this and applying it. I feel so proud of you. Yes, Cooper, and then I see you too.
I counted by 7.
I saw that. Cooper did 7, 14, 21, 28. He literally was writing it like down like that. That was really cool. And then I just want to make sure you guys heard me at home. that if you know 28 divided by 4 equals 7, then you know 7 times 4 equals 28. Abby,
So that's not the way I solved mine.
can you tell us real quick because we're out of time?
So the way I did it, so I put 7 times a 4 together because you're cutting 4 horses on a horse and it equals 28. And then I put a sentence. I said, if you put 7 with 4, you can get the answer.
Well, you got to multiply. You don't just put them together. Okay, yes, go ahead, Haley.
So what I did is I put like I did 4 like lines.
Like tallies?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I did 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, like 7 fours. And then I did the equation 4 times 7 equals 28.
And you just added 1, 2,
And I
3,
also-
4, 5, 6, 7.
And I put after all the 4s, I put equals 28.
Excellent. Okay, guys, I wish I had time to hear everybody's. I don't, so I am going to move on and try to get you in the next one if I didn't get you on that. I apologize. I want to hear from all of you, but you don't want to do this all day. I know. All right, the 3-story apartment building. So it had 24 apartments. I know a lot of us don't see apartment buildings here. I grew up in apartments, so I can visualize this. I don't know that you guys can as well because we don't have many. So I'm just going to show you. Let's see if I can do a quick. Let's see if we can find an image for you. Okay, so most of you probably have been to downtown Denver or down the hill. And you have seen big buildings. So sometimes people live in these apartment buildings. Sometimes they have more than one story. So when you think of a story, it's a level like a hotel. Think like a hotel has stories or levels. And Maddie, like you take an elevator or you use stairs to get to them. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, I need this to go away. When you are visualizing this, hey, whole body listening, Henrik, you guys ready? When you are visualizing this, this is a 3-story apartment building. It has 24 apartments. The same number of apartments were on each story. How many apartments were on each story? Go for it. The 3-story apartment building had 24 apartments. We know the total there. The same number of apartments were on each story. How many apartments were on each story? Of course. They must know one thing. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just so funny to me that we're still having that problem. And I swear, I look over the shoulder. I don't know if I did though. So I did have some on that did. So that list is just the didn't, but some of the kids did. So not everybody on remote is on that list. Right. Cool. Looking good. Make sure I know which one's your answer. So you can have 2 and I don't know which one's that I do. Yeah, next to your unit next to it. So make sure you tell me. If anybody at home is finished, they can always show me. Perfect. You're so close. I think we are getting a lot of light bulbs today. Hey, people, your unit. Now put your unit. Got it. I see a lot of people know the equation. How are you going to solve it? Yes. Excellent strategy, Charlie. So what is the answer? You have to look at the actual. Circle it and then label it. So I know. Okay, label your answer. All right. Ellie, do you want to share?
Yeah.
So we know it's a 3-story apartment building and we know there's 24 apartments. What did you do?
So I divided 24 with 3.
And I did not see anyone do anything different than that. So congratulations, guys. You are rocking it. So how did you solve that?
So I counted by 3s until I got to 24.
I saw Cooper doing this again. So how did you know what the answer was? You counted by 3s, then what do you do with that?
I looked at my fingers for the other 3, 6, and after, and I had 8 fingers left. 8 fingers left.
So it took you 8 fingers to get to 24, yes? Okay, what was your unit?
Apartment.
8 apartments. Excellent. I know Finn wanted to share. Finn, quickly, what did you do? I saw so many strategies. It was awesome.
I made a building and then I made 3 lines here and I made 3 boxes. And I made 8. I made 8 in each box. 8 squares. And then I counted all of them up and then equals 28.
And then, but to get the answer 8, you had to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. I saw equal shares drawing. I saw arrays from Charlie, equal shares from Sunny. I saw so many awesome things. Because of time, again, I can't hear everybody strategies, but you know what I love? That we all use different strategies. Because again, like I always talk about when I learned when I was a kid, there's one way, and if you didn't get it, you were wrong. I love that you guys think for yourselves. All right, I did a graph this morning and yesterday about area because we were forgetting because it was a one-day lesson, and we'll do a whole unit on this, but you're going to see this on your test today. What is the area of the rectangle? Before we do that, can anyone remind me what area is? Paxton, what is area? What does that mean? If I want to know the area of that rectangle, what does that mean?
Area means
Okay, Josh?
area are all those like squares in the box.
It covers the center. Like think of it as a kitchen floor, and you want to tile your kitchen floor. It's all of these rectangles or squares. These are rectangles because I had trouble with my tools. It's that area. It's the surface there, right? If I wanted to buy tile or carpet, I need to know how much. Does anyone know anything else about area to help us before we do this problem? What do you remember, Elena?
It's every single box inside of a triangle, and if you add 8 plus 4, you can get the number.
No, if I add 8 plus 4, I'm not going to get the area. Think, think, think. If I added these and I got 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that would only be this area. So that's definitely not going to work, but I know where you're headed. Surname. How do you find area? What is area equal? Do you remember? Length times width. So, Elena, not plus, but times. However, you can add in multiplication. You could repeatedly add, but you wouldn't add these two numbers or the two numbers you were saying, 8 and 4. But so I want to be clear about that. You could add to find the area if you add correctly. you'd have to add, if I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in each row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here, and 7 here, and 7 here, sure, I could add that to find it. Or I could do something a little easier. Area equals length times width, which is really repeated addition. Okay, see if you can figure it out. You can also count, you guys. Don't miss a problem because you didn't go back and check how many squares are in a rectangle. I know you can touch them and count them. Oh. What would we label it? There's no word problem. What do we label area? No, that's how we solve it. Max, what would we label it? Do you know what it stands for? So SQ stands for square because they're usually square tiles, right? And because we don't have, it didn't say centimeters, if we could if it said centimeters, right? You would just say unit. It could be square feet. It could be square inches. It depends on the unit in the problem. All right, give me a thumbs up at home if you already know the answer. Is there anyone at home who can unmute, Mrs. Harrison? Astria, will you unmute and tell us what you got and why?
4 times 7 equals 28.
All right, you're correct. How did you find that answer? Can you tell us?
It's because we were already done the problem.
Yes, so Henrik said
Why?
that too. He said it was commutative property because we had done it in the opposite order. So good job, Astria and Henrik, for noticing that and using your properties. All right, Cooper, did you want to add on or share your thinking? I'm sorry, you counted the boxes. Okay, let's do it. I want you to do that, to check your multiplication. Okay, so Elena, if for some reason you forget and you think you were supposed to add, look what would happen. If we had added 4 plus 7 and got 11, and then I checked my work, watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I would say, whoa, something's wrong. The area is not 11. Area equals 28 square units. And if you haven't made the connection between the multiplication and that yet, I'd rather you just count. Because we're going to do area a lot. This is just a little exposure right now. All right, so that is my main review, Mrs. Harrison. I have one quick Kahoot. I know I always take so much time, but I thought you guys might like to end with a quick Kahoot. It's only got like 6 problems, and they're not word problems. I tried to balance. So get your paper and pencil ready. Oh, there was another one, but let's skip that because I think you get it. Keep your fingers crossed that it takes me to the right page. Of course it didn't. Let's see. Isn't that funny? I get the link. I get it all perfect. And I should know it doesn't work. I've tried it before. Oh. Yeah, no. Okay. All right, I'll just make a new one. So you guys are not logging in? I am just going to do the login myself. And then you guys will do your answers. So if you are at home, don't try to get on this. You don't need to. Oh, there it is. Ah, quiz 1.3. Where'd it go? No, I don't want that one. There it is. 6 questions. Sick. I wish it was a little easier. 2, 4, 2, 7, 4, 1, 2. All right. Guys,
You have everybody's attention. Everybody's paying attention.
good. What is 4 times 8?
Easy.
I'm giving you 60 seconds to use your strategy. 4 times 8. Is it 16? You have multiple choice. 32, 40, or 24?
You can tell the people at home.
Kids at home, hold up your answer when you have it so Mrs. Harrison can see. Wow, this is exciting. All right. What is 32 divided by 4? What is 32 divided by 4? 8, 6, 12, or 7? What is 32 divided by 4? Write it down and hold it up, Miss Leary. Use your inverse operation. Trying to get you to see that. So I gave you plenty of time to draw a picture if you needed to. All right, here we go. What is 9 times 4? Use that 9's trick. Is it 18, 16, 24, or 36? What is 9 times 4? 9 times 4. Hold it up or write it in the chat if you're at home. I wish they had 40 seconds instead. They don't. What is 27 divided by 3? 27 divided by 3. Random pictures. 27 divided by 3. Use your strategies. Fingers are good. Pictures are good. You're really thinking, how many 3s are in 27? Don't know, draw pictures. Abby, draw pictures. Count by 3s till you get to 27. Just do one because your time's going to be up. 8, 7, 9, or 6. You should have gotten 9. Hey, you have 2 left. What is 7 times 3? Is it 21? Is it 14? Is it 35 or 24? I think some of you've already memorized some of these. That's exciting.
I know.
I thought the 3s and 4s would be harder. You guys are really getting them. I probably should have just given you 30 seconds. I didn't know you'd be this good at it. I thought you'd be drawing pictures and counting on your fingers. 10 seconds? Oh, that'd be really stressful. All right, this is what 10 seconds would be, Max. Not very much from here. You should have said 21. Last but not least, what is 36 divided by 9? 8, 7, 3, or 4? This is a toughie. You can. I see Serena using the 9s trick. Smart cookie. Good job, Serena. That is a strategy. I don't see. Oh, I see it. Hey, don't steal learning. Don't steal learning. Let people think. Because not everybody has them memorized. So some people need more time. So I was trying to think about everybody. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want to stress anyone out. Plus, it helps us with our patience. Because I need that. Nice job. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that review. I can't seem to get back to my Zoom. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna go ahead and go to Think Central. Make sure you guys go to the left corner to Jeffco US Bookmarks. It's under Think Central. Your quiz is labeled Quiz 1.3. My remote learners, Clara and Gavin, you have a redo quiz from last time to do, 1.2. And then I also need Clara, Haley, Astria, Gavin, Reese, Katie, and Charlie V. You guys need to take the timed test that is on the assignment for this morning at 9:15. Okay, so after you take quiz 1.3, make sure you take the time test. That's Clara, Haley, Astria, Gavin, Reese, Katie, and Charlie. And then Gavin and Clara, you have a quiz. Okay, there I am. And Leo, you are going to say, because Leo, you said that you needed help with Think Central, right? and getting the Google stuff in. Okay, so I'll see everybody else later, and Leo can stay with me. I will see you guys soon.